Good afternoon and welcome to Wake Technical Community College's Fall 2020 virtual Turn Your Tassel event. I am Wake Tech's Chief Academic Officer, Sandy Dietrich, and I am happy to be able to be here with Wake Tech's president to recognize our outstanding fall graduates. I would also like to take a moment to thank the hundreds of Wake Tech faculty, deans, provosts, department heads, and dedicated staff members who helped you get here today. Throughout this pandemic, over multiple semesters, our campus community found and continues to find innovative, alternative ways to teach and to remain connected with our students. Your resilience and our faculty's perseverance have been inspiring to watch. Congratulations to each and every one of you. It is now my honor to introduce our president, Dr. Scott Rawls.
Thank you, Sandy. And also let me say thank you to each of the faculty this year. And let me be among the very first to say congratulations to the fall 2020 graduating class. Now, normally I say that up front at every graduation ceremony. And I'm starting to be an old man now. Over the years of my career, I estimate I may have participated in 100 graduation ceremonies. But as you all well know, this is not a normal year. And because we are here and you all are celebrating at home, this tassel turning event is not a normal graduation ceremony. But that does not mean that it is not a very special graduation. Oh, quite the contrary. I believe that while the circumstances are very different for this commencement ceremony, and not perhaps what any of us would choose in normal times, this graduation is even more special than others because of the significance of your accomplishments in this unique year. I have to admit to you something, I'm a little biased. I believe all community college graduations are a little more special than others. The reason being is not the circumstances of the ceremonies, but the significance of the achievements that we celebrate. For most community college graduates, like many of the Wake Tech graduates that we're celebrating right now, college has not been the only thing going on in your life. Many of you, perhaps most of you, have worked while attending college. Perhaps you counted on jobs to help pay your way to go to college. And over the last year, for many of you, that's been even more challenging as the job market was impacted by the pandemic. And even though you've balanced job responsibilities and or faced economic challenges in this time, that did not stop you, because here we are today. Several of you did not start going to college directly out of high school. Perhaps you chose to take a break, or maybe you had no choice. It wasn't possible to go to school, go to college right out of high school. Some of you chose to serve in the military, and today we honor your service with red, white, and blue sashes that you wear. Regardless of the reasons, that break in school may have made it even a little more challenging getting back into the swing of studies and classes. But that didn't stop you, because here we are today. And for many of you, you've balanced your responsibilities as a student with community and family responsibilities. Many of you are caretakers, are caring for an elder parent or a loved one. Perhaps you're a parent yourself, which this year meant that your parent, an at-home teacher for many of your children, and a college student all at the same time. But that didn't stop you, because here we are today. As I've said before, I've participated in many graduations over my career. And in most graduations that I've attended, something very special happens during the ceremony. It's always something that catches me. It chokes me up just a little bit whenever I hear it. Graduating mom or dad walks across the graduation stage, and from somewhere in the gymnasium, the auditorium where the graduation's taking place, a little voice rises above all the others and says, "Love you, Mom. Proud of you, Dad." I thought, given the circumstances of this year, I would surely miss that special experience. But last week, during a drive-through graduation ceremony for our adult high school graduates, a truckload of family members passed by as a new graduate walked onto a makeshift outside stage to pick up his diploma. In the back of the truck, driving by, was a young boy with a homemade sign that simply said, "Proud of you, Dad." Well, today you're not here to walk across the stage, but I hope perhaps now you may be surrounded by family members, friends who love you, and because they're with you, they can walk up to you and hug you right now and say, "Proud of you, proud of the work that you've accomplished." And you should hug them right back. Say thank you for supporting you, for encouraging you, for nudging you to this great accomplishment, which we all collectively celebrate with you today. And make no mistake, this is a uniquely great accomplishment. And that is what makes this graduation ceremony even more special today than most community college graduations. Martin Luther King Jr. once said that the ultimate test of an individual, the ultimate measure of an individual, is not where they stand during times of comfort and convenience, but in times of challenge and controversy. In my opinion, community college graduations are more special than most because of the additional challenges that many community college students face, often also have to address on the way to becoming college graduates. Your graduation, this ceremony today, is even more special than others because, as Dr. King said, you've demonstrated that ultimate measure of an individual, that ultimate measure of a college graduate in a time of great challenge. Today, this ceremony, your ceremony, this Turning the Tassel event, is by necessity virtual because of the pandemic. And no other graduating class than this class of 2020 has had to add to the normal challenges of being a college graduate the additional challenge of academic achievement in the midst of a global pandemic. And therefore, I believe your accomplishment, your graduation today, is particularly special, even more special, because of what you have uniquely accomplished and overcome to get here today, even though you could not physically be present here today. So, congratulations, Wake Tech Fall Class of 2020. Don't let anyone ever tell you there's something that you can't do. This time, I'd like to welcome a great student leader, someone who I admire very much. He's a member of the Wake Tech Board of Trustees, and he's this year's president of the Wake Tech Student Government Association, Ruben Arrieta Mendoza, to make a few remarks. Ruben.
Thank you, Dr. Rawls, and good afternoon, Wake Tech Fall graduating class. This is truly an amazing moment for you all today, and it's definitely a time to feel proud of all the hard work you put in these past few years that has led you up to this very moment today. And I want you to take a brief moment to reflect on the past few years. I want you to think about all the hours that you spent studying, doing assignments, going to the ILC, going to the Real Center. Think about all the doors that opened up for you along the way, all the opportunities that came your way and you took them. And I want you to think about all the people that have helped you get to where you are today. Your friends and family that have been with you for years, even decades, that have given you unlimited amounts of love and support and have encouraged you to prevail and to be here at this very moment. This has not been a very easy year for all of us, and I'm sure it has not been a very easy year for you as well. The odds have been stacked against you, and you've had to worry about your health, your family's health, education, and your work. But you managed to have the undying motivation to prevail and to be where you are today. The turbulent winds pushed you back throughout the year, but you managed to climb the mountain and reach the top of the mountain. And today, my friends, you are at the top of the mountain. So on behalf of the Student Government Association and on behalf of myself, we want to congratulate you for being able to, we want to congratulate you for your accomplishments today. And we also want to wish you health. We want to wish you happiness. We want to wish you the very best of luck, whichever route you choose to take. Be extremely proud today and look forward to tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruben, and thank you to all of our student government leaders for your leadership during this very unique year. And now, Vice President Dietrich, will you present the graduation candidates?
My pleasure. On behalf of the deans from our 7 academic divisions at Wake Tech, I am honored to present the Fall 2020 candidates for conferring of their diplomas and degrees. These students have met or have pending all of the requirements for their respective degrees. Dr. Rawls.
Now, graduates, this is the time, this is the big moment that we've all been waiting for. If you have your cap and your tassel, be sure that right now it's hanging on the right side and be ready to move it. Now let's do this. Under the authority vested in me by the trustees of Wake Technical Community College, by the statutes of North Carolina, and by the State Board of Community Colleges, it is my privilege to award these diplomas and degrees to the candidates as presented. Candidates, you are now college graduates. You can turn your tassel from right to left. Congratulations. We are proud, we are inspired by you. Congratulations, Fall 2020 Wake Tech graduates.